There it goes, flashing. I guess it's recording now. This is a knockoff version of a GoPro, but it doesn't do too bad. Hey there, YouTube fam. How are you doing today? Today, I thought I would spend some time talking to y'all. See how everybody's doing. And share a little bit of what's going on with me. Boy, it's hot. I'll tell you that much. Here in Kentucky, it's warming up. So anyway, Cameron's practicing guitar, so I'm not in the house. And while he's great, he's noodling. So it's not like you're going to hear music, or a song, I should say. Anyway, because he's noodling. Well, it's April, and I haven't had, well, I've got one client remaining, and I've got potentials, a bunch of potentials, but as far as money coming in the door, one client. Not a good place to be as a writer who earns her living from working for others, and that's part of why I'm trying to build up connections and trying to build up my writing business, not based, well, that portion of my writing business, I should say, that's not based on clients. So, I love these things. They're too cheap to buy separate sunglasses. So, anyway, it wasn't until this last year, actually since this last major client, whale client I call them, closed up shop. So they essentially didn't really close up shop, they sold. Okay. It's not the first time this has happened, but it is the first time I've been needing to learn more about networking and getting leads for my writing business. Because before, well, I connected with a guy on Upwork, but that was before it was Upwork. I think it was Odesk at the time, before they merged with Elance. And so he brought me on, and I did work for him, and then he got connected with this other guy, and this other guy is the last one I was working with. I was getting, let's see, I was working about 20 hours for him, so I've never been full-time writing, and I don't want to be. I want to do part-time, but I want to make enough to make my bills, all that kind of stuff, which I was doing. But this is the first time I've actually had to learn, like I said, how to market myself, which means part of marketing yourself means you've got to zero in on your audience, who you're serving. I started with real estate because that's what I'd done it before I set up my writing business. And I love real estate investing, all the things about real estate. Sorry about that. Let me put this back. This is a chintzy little stand, but it's very small and very portable. It works. Oh, I forgot. It does get taller. Yay. Maybe. That one's kind of stuck. Ah, there we go. Yay. Your little thing here. Anyway, so like I was saying, that's the first time I've had to seriously market myself. Because before it was referrals. And I've got one potential gig. Still waiting to hear back, hopefully sometime this week, about writing for a company, a magazine, that puts out a publication for owners of RV parks and that kind of stuff, which I love the RV lifestyle. That's just really cool to me. I have yet to be able to live an RV lifestyle, The closest I got was when we moved here to Kentucky. Got to stay at, no, not a Holiday Inn. Got to stay at a campground, a couple campgrounds, save a little money, which was cool while we were looking for a house. No biggie. It was alright. It wasn't really true, backpacking, camping, but it was close for even RVs. So, because we don't have an RV per se, we have a converted cargo trailer, which works great. It's all hooked up with electric, and so when we have electric connectivity, we can microwave. Trust me, I am so sick of microwave foods to this day, because that's a lot of what we did was microwave and sandwiches. So, anywho, because I didn't want to break out the propane stove. Lazy, right? I need to zero in more on who I want to serve. So I'm thinking real estate, tech, that kind of stuff, because it's interesting and it's real estate, and I have examples, samples of my work. But now with AI coming on the scene, that's kind of changing things. So there's a lot of content creation tactics and strategies and processes that I can share with small business owners. So that's where I'm taking my business. Yeah, I need some cash in the door, means I need clients that need my help, but the long game is going to be building up my one, maybe 2 YouTube channels, and my topics, whatever, and my lead generation website, which is going to be, like I say, content strategies and processes for small business owners who can't afford a copywriter and have the desire to make some of their own stuff. So I'm going to be creating products that they can use, like templates and whatnot. So that's kind of where my range is going, my long-term thought process. But I have my fingers in so many different pies, so to speak. I've also got my AC Cooper Writes channel, which is a YouTube channel where I talk about writing, which I love it. And I love to write the fiction, that kind of stuff. So there's that. I need to make more. I've already made some, but I got to edit them and upload them. But then I think, well, why not just combine everything under AC Cooper Writes and talk about what it is to be a freelance writer, and in this AI-driven, soon-to-be AI-driven world. I think it's going to end up being, long-term, it's going to be still about connections. Because people, I mean, come on, think about it. Unless you're a freak, which there's plenty of them out there. You connect with other people, not bots. At least that's what you hope you're doing. Online, who knows, right? But if you can see somebody, yeah, there's deep fakes. But if you can connect with people and help them out, that's kind of my thinking. I really want to help support small businesses, and that's the only way I'm seeing so far that I can help them and yet still make a living, because I could give away my services for $10 an hour, but that's not going to feed me and my family. That's not going to be able to put money away for the future, because there's so many, well, I'd have to work a ton of hours, which I'm not afraid of work, but the thing is I'd be working all those hours and still not have money set aside for a rainy day, for retirement, for, whatever. So it has to be realistic, because as a small business owner, you also get taxed. You pay double tax. Granted, if you're in a certain income, you get that all back, but if you're not in that certain income, you're essentially almost paying like double, which is a rip in my book, but that's a rant for a different day. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click a thumbs up, and if you consider subscribing, that would be awesome. That way you can be notified of any future videos that I've got put out. And until next time, have an awesome day.